The 10-gallon hat saloon. It looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Miss Edgeworth! So glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was going to give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, Okay, so we got a bunch of police officers. Is this guy the Interpol agent, maybe? Well, it doesn't look like he has, like, a refined sprite, so I'm guessing not. We also got this guy. Is not wearing a police outfit. We also got one of the blue badger in with them. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 98, 99. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Ah, there he is. This is the guy. I remember him. I remember seeing his image pop around before. This is Fang. This is the guy. This is that jerkwad Interpol agent. What do you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? Everyone has a name and their parents gave to them. No 1, 2, 3. Everyone, regardless of age or number or rank, is number one. Got it? Shifu, 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 Shifu. You are Agent Lang, I take it. You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't go ever forget to show your proper respect towards another person. What is with this guy? He showed us no respect over the phone. What the... huh? None. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Oh, that's right. Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhengfa. Apparently this man has a higher successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is Interpol agent involved in was clearly a domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! We sure took a while to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? See, this guy's a hypocrite. This guy's a hypocrite. He was just yelling at his people about showing respect to others. And here he is being extremely disrespectful to Edgeworth. Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps in to aid his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. Highly doubt. Given the setup of the situation, highly doubt. Extreme high doubt. So I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks is investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you don't understand how I feel about feel as a kidnapped as someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly timed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out of the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You, how dare you mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. What? What is wrong with this guy? Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? And why? Why do I feel such an intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, man. Good job going on the perimeter around the Gatewater land. Now just me, the kidnapper, and bring the punk to me. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring that punk to me. Dismissed. Sir. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait. Mr. Edgeworth? It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here, completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Meow. I'll hail down upon a clue here. Might as well check one, just to be sure. The barrel sure is heavy. Are we ignoring the cat, Edgeworth? You there. Do you know what's inside this thing? The emergency water supply for the putting out fires. I see. Well, it's certainly well prepared. We don't get to pet the kitty. Boo! 0 out of 10 game. We don't get to pet the cat. Boo! Alright, what's over here? That ringling. I can't bring myself to call it dancing. Ah, we didn't get anything interesting. Wait, there's drag marks here. What is these? Why is there 3 drag marks here? All right, Gumshoe, what's going on? Great job, detective. Sir! For losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Poor Gumshoe. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm going to show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare a 21-gun salute now or later? Oh my gosh, Edgeworth! Edgeworth, no, you can't say that. No, Edgeworth. No, you can't say that now. Please, we need Gumshoe. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number of my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why didn't an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That I have no idea, sir. About 5 minutes after I made that call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda. So the question is, what is he after? I feel like Lang is, like, not a good guy. Like, I feel like he might be in league with the kidnappers. Like, I think Lang has a stake in what the kidnappers are doing. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Mr. Edwards, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who's that girl over there, I mean? I'm Mr. Edwards' assistant, Kay Faraday. What? Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant, Kay. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edwards' assistant. Me. It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. You can leave, girl. We don't need you. Bye-bye. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edwards, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like at musical chairs, you'd better stay fast on your feet. No way. I won't lose to the spotlight to you, little girl. Man, I can't calmly do any stealing with all the detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite a mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. So what are you gonna do about your investigation into the kidnapping? Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on. You can't let him that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go. But you're a self-purported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief. I'm Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is the one and only thing. It's after one and only thing. What is this one and only thing? What is this one and only thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing. That is the truth. Really? Is this why those documents from an old case got taken? It's because there's an old case that had some loose ends that someone didn't trust or someone didn't believe in, and whoever the original Yatagarasu was somehow tied to that case, and they want the real truth to come out because they think the real truth got covered up. That's probably where this is going. If this is real? I see. It was 7 years ago. They love the number 7 in this game. Oh my gosh. 7 years ago, 7 years ago, 7 years ago. It's in so many games. Like, there was a vigilante who threw the business world into panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about the thieves' ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once the target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to mass media, along with a card with the mark of the three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what is the Yatagarasu was stealing was the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be, can it? Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? I'd probably get more of an old man voice. Mr. Romano. Oh, Miles Edgeworth. I'm sorry you got involved in such an affair just after you returned. What is with his ears? What are those ears? Oh my gosh. And also he's got can I have all this
Several bad puns later.
I already can't with this guy. I already can't with this guy. Like, what? Why is there? What is this money with his face on it? Why? Mr. Romano. For you, Mr. Romano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office. Ooh. And had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No, no, no. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like my own blood. If you want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. So who's this old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Ernest Romano. Now then, have you found my Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. Then why are you fiddling with your money? I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Romano. Hold on there. Then what happened to all the money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Romano. Give him the head. Nope. Ah, seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. It seems I don't really want to talk about him. How I feel about him. It's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. Your hard counterstance. I know not what you're thinking or feeling. But mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do. Yeah, the successor that isn't a constant jerk to everyone, who actually accepts he's not perfect, stuff like that. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. It was yesterday. a call came to the house. From the receiver, the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Armano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It's incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. Definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentals of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? I will tell you about Lance, help you get him back. Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behaviors. Very well. My Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age. Kind of very unattractive. Very kind and attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Should not be talking about your son like that. Can we just leave? Like, not our problem. You do you now. My job is done. Goodbye. Is there anything else about him that you noticed of late? Now that you mentioned, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he would know who my son is. So Oliver might be a part of it. Mr. Armano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He serves as Lance's personal private tutor. Took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? Highly likely it does. It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that integral agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through the thick and thin. Mr. Armano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped. Which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you and my boy. Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. We're not inviting you, but you're just gonna tag along, aren't you? If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. So what should we examine first? Thanks to Ancient Lang, we can't leave this area. The culprits were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there. Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile. All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, let's go. Just dragged him away. Boy, if I got a job for some of your talents. What talents does Gumshoe have exactly? We are talking about the same Gumshoe, right? Well, that was exciting. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. Huh. Well, why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. Huh. You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented Assistant K is going to tag along no matter what you say. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her continue along the ride. Okay, can we finally look at these tracks? Set of tire tracks originating from the garage. Aha! So that means the car left from this garage some time, right? Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it had to have been during the rain. During or after the rain. It would mean that it left during the passing rain. This is the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can safely assume it's a special type of car. Horses are painted on the garage door to complete the Wild West scene. They look so lifelike, don't you think? Are you thinking of wrangling or rather stealing them? If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I'll show you. I know you can sweet talk them out. I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, can't let you through. Any Lang's orders. I suppose we'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Hey, it's the Blue Badger. Badger, get. I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. I don't think he's allowed to talk. Probably not allowed to talk at all. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again. Aha! Meekins! Meekins! Oh no! Ah! You've uncovered my uncovered identity, sir. I was a marine under the head, sir. Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins, reporting for duty, sir. This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. But the only thing I remember about this officer is that he's often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Yes. Mr. Meekins is a great deal of headache. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Okay, my guess is he somehow got a hold of one of the extra costumes because he doesn't want to work under Lang. Maybe? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm a Blue Badger. I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become a big detective, sir. The biggest detective gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling in the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled and the kidnapper had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already, and I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on to anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir, that's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactic. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor, sir. How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about 1 hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But however, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No. But I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrolled the park while wearing this costume, sir. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen anything suspicious looking at this whole time, sir. But I did see a badge, sir. A lone blue badge. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. So, see, I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. Well, I think it's this. Because if he saw as a blue badger, then that shouldn't technically be possible because he's wearing the blue badger outfit. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. If that's what you wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? Yet if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each blue badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you shouldn't have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. What? Sir! Then what would that mean that there are two blue badgers walking around? Why? A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know. One of those kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those three. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh? Didn't add that. Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape. I knew it. I was right to go for a much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose it a lot, and I just know I'm going to lose it for real one of these days, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop is 1 donut short of a baker's dozen. I know. Believe me. I know. Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir. That was written by experts on the Badger family, sir. And it's a very, very thorough. Doesn't matter that I made the Blue Badger only a little while ago. That book helped me memorize the name of every Blue Badger, sir. It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. Drip, drip, little by little, the privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir. But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses. Oh, like what? Like this. Great. Great, now I know what your new pose will be. Look, sir, I successfully stolen his pose in speaking style. That's nice, Kay. These are real. I wonder what you'd put in them. Water would be the obvious answer. But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really liked the strange taste. Look who's making fun of them now. There's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. Remember hearing rain fall while I was being held there. Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us some nice footprint samples. You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'll be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. I don't think it will be that easy. Why not? Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. We don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they're wearing. Mr. Edgers, isn't one of those things you tie horses to? Yes, although horses are in another location at the moment. Aw, and here I was hoping I'd get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals. I'd think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these. Oh, come on. Lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here right in front of two officers. I certainly hope not. Can I look at the pole? Can we link these? Probably, because like the footprints probably belong to one of the costumes. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow paw prints of badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. But how? We're stuck here. So we're looking for the footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are two sets here. They both do look possible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. It just stops. Can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got him! It's gotta be one of the culprits. Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I got him. We got one of the culprits. Ah, no. I'm not a kidnapper, sir. Down, K. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something. That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir! Roger Wilco, sir. For a second, I couldn't tell if that was a rope or it was a hole. Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside.